Hey practice buddies, today I want to tell you about a battle I had against an opponent who was way more powerful than myself. It was the most difficult battle in my career as a Violin Jedi. I'm going to tell you what happened, how I almost lost, how I overcame my own fears and doubts using the piece Perpetual Motion, and then eventually won. And then I'm going to teach you, and we're going to go through this and practice it together so that you too can keep agile and keep moving on your path to becoming the ultimate Violin
Jedi.
So I managed to find a derelict Star Destroyer. I refurbished it and I put it in orbit around Earth. Sometimes I go up there, have some peace and quiet, do some practice. This time I was up there, I was walking along a corridor and I bumped into a rebel spy. I realized he was a rebel spy when he brushed past me.
Rebel Empire traitor.
Soon, the battle started, and I realized that he was way more powerful than I. I almost lost right there and then. He had blasters, and he had a lightsaber, a green lightsaber. Luckily, he made a strategic mistake. He started running down a corridor to an almost dead end. He was firing lasers all over the place. One of them almost hit me, and I lost my lightsaber. It was at that moment that I realized that my training from Perpetual Motion would really help me here, and I decided to keep moving. I flanked around him, laid down some fire. He had to break cover and run into the main conference hall. That's the place where the Senate sometimes meets to talk about politics and the planets and the
Trade Federation.
I chased him down there, and finally I faced him and managed to defeat him. How did I do it? Well, the secret was perpetual motion. Always keep moving. So, we're going to play Perpetual Motion. I'll play it, you sing it. I'll put the music on the screen, and you'll soon understand the true power of this piece. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Nice singing, well done. So now, let's play. In the final battle that that I had with the rebel spy, I used perpetual motion principles to keep him on the back foot and eventually beat him. That final battle was filmed on the Star Destroyer's security cameras. I'll show you it at the end of this lesson, and I'll show you how perpetual motion can give you Violin Jedi
Power.
Alright, are you ready to start? We'll do it a little bit slower than the way we sang it. You want to start on the A string and you want to keep moving. Ready, go. Well done on that playthrough. One of the tricky things about perpetual motion is not necessarily the number of notes, not necessarily that you have to keep moving. The tricky thing is the memory and how you place yourself in the music. To show you what I mean, let's have a look at the actual music. I should have probably used the force to keep the music on stand. Next time I'll try and remember. Okay, I'll just put the music on the screen. Each phrase in perpetual motion has a first ending and a second ending. Here's an example. Here's the first phrase. Did you notice that it ended on EE in fact? This is where you set a memory marker, because the next phrase is identical, but it ends on AA. Here's the example. It ends on AA. So when we sing it, A1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, EE. A1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, AA. You know what? I won't sing it. The next two phrases are similar. They have two different endings. Set your memory markers for each different ending. Did you notice that the first phrase ended on an EE and the second phrase will end on an AA, just like the first two phrases? Now the next phrase, which is actually the most difficult and complex phrase of the whole piece, doesn't have two endings. It has two identical
Endings.
Here's the example. First phrase of the most difficult bit, and now the second phrase of the most difficult bit. And then, the same as the beginning. Two different endings though, remember that. So those are the examples. Now, if you were able to play along at that speed,
More power to you.
but for those of you who couldn't keep up, we're going to do the whole thing a little bit slower, and then we're going to break it down, and then I'm going to show you the final battle and how it ended.
For the rebel spy.
Zip, step, stop the traffic, onto the shoulder, bow parallel to the bridge, keep your violin level. Are you ready to start? 1, 2, ready, go. Well done for keeping up, you guys. That's great work. Okay, let's break it down. To break it down, we should go from the second two phrases. You know, the one that starts on 3 on E. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Great. Let's move on now to the most challenging part. Starts with 2 on A. Ready, go. Well done. You did very well. Excellent. Now we're going to go to the last two phrases, which are the same as the first two phrases and which you'll be much more familiar with because you will be playing them twice as much as the previous two phrases. Okay, are you ready? Last two phrases. A, 1, 2, 2. Ready, go. Okay, before I show you the files from the Star Destroyer and what really happened in that last battle, we should go over it one more time because it's always wise to go into battle
Fully prepared.
Are you ready? Zip, step, stop that traffic, onto the shoulder, bow parallel to the bridge. Ready, go. Well done. That was a great playthrough and you are now fully charged and ready to complete Perpetual Motion by yourselves in your own personal training time.
Keep practicing.
Now, as promised, here are the files that reveal what happened in the final battle with the rebel spy. Oh, and many Bothans died trying to extract these files from the Star Destroyer, but we managed to hang on to them. Here they are.
You're the chosen one. You said you were to destroy the Sith, not join them.
What are you talking about?
Okay guys, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, thanks for practicing. Remember, the principle of perpetual motion is that you keep moving, keep pressing forward, keep practicing, keep persevering, and soon you will also become the ultimate Violin
Jedi.
Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it, and I'll see you on the next one.
Keep practicing.
Hey guys, so I'm just recording the soundtrack to Duel of the Fates to the using my trusty violin. The video that I'm releasing on Perpetual Motion. This is the piano reduction of the orchestral part of Duel of the Fates, and I'm playing it into GarageBand at the moment on my phone. And then also I'm writing down the bass part because I find it quite difficult to read bass clef in real time. So basically I'm using a click track on GarageBand, playing directly into the app on my phone, and then using multiple tracks to build up a kind of orchestra, but it's all just me. That way I can play the soundtrack to the movie, but without, you know, infringing copyright, because it's just me playing. So it's amazing, just amazing what we can do with what we have just in our rooms. So yeah, so here I am writing F sharp E G, and as you can see here along here, this whole bass line is the same. It's called an ostinato. And what I'll do is I'll just write down, so like here kind of changes there, goes from like a G to an A. So that's the sort of thing that I would miss, because it's like 152 per crotchet. So that's really cool. Anyway, it's just an amazing piece. John Williams is a genius, an absolute genius.